Hello, this is Jake Light, Gaming Lawyer Service. We're back again with the Great Ace Attorney. Alright, so we last off, our detective friend here, Detective Gretson, became a totally different person. And once we are, how do you say? What's her name again? What's her name? Oh crap, what? Let me check. Oh man, if you have not noticed, it has been quite a while since the last time I played. Almost a week I have not been playing this game. It's so busy with so many other things. Iris Wilson, yes. Because Iris Wilson is here, Gregson has turned into a different person. He's much more sociable, conversational, and less on guard. But yeah, last we left off, a lot of things happened. We didn't foresee the Sherlock Holmes will be injured to this extent. I thought you would die. Actually, I was worried for quite a bit when that scene happened. In any case, I'm glad he didn't die. Although I don't like him that much, but still. I don't want him to get hurt, really. In any case, let's continue, alright? Let's continue with this game. Tell me about the investigation. So, how is the investigation going, Inspector? Nothing to it, really. Very simple case this. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact. Gina? You're going to charge her? That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at Bailey tomorrow. Damn, there's so many things I would really question what the police is actually doing. But okay, because we have no idea what they have found out, we have no idea what evidence they have. So I guess they have something that would suggest Gina is the suspect. Alright. Oh no. Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me. Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid. Ah, I see. You've already captured a pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you? What the? And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you? How could you? How could you possibly know that? I had a feeling, that's all. Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat. And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison? She should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Why would you think like that? Gina's such a good girl. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Zeno's. Why can't I see him? Family, you know. I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all. Oh. The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood. Oh no. It didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so, but a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know? Well, anyway, he's having an emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop that bleeding. But he will be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better. Of course, your ladyship. He'll be as dry as rain before you know it. Really? How do you know? How do I know? Well, because of course... yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective. That's right. We better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to be made to make someone well again. Oh dear, please don't die, Hurley. I'll report to your leadership the moment I hear he's out of the operating theater. Alright. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector. What? Oh, that sunshine? Well, there seems to be a marked difference between you two, the way you talk to me and Iris. I'd like you to talk to me like you talk to Iris. Wash the sauce, Sonny. I'm a copper. We don't go in for favoritism. But he's right. You do treat us differently. It's cause of those Adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories. That's why. Oh. I crop up in him, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson. Oh, well, yes. Because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's. What did you write about Inspector, Iris? I don't remember, really. It was one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders, is how he put it. Oh, did I write that? And you know what that one line did for me, eh? The very next month my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you. Ooh, that's amazing, Gregson. Oh, because everyone at the yard reads them. They'd read all the Sherlock Holmes stories. They even set up a fan club for me. Of course. That explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me. Can you blame me? All it takes is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No. The great detective will say he's getting quite overrated these days. Think what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost worrying about it. But that would never happen, Grexy. Every month when the new Rance magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to help settle your nerves. Lovely. Very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. Teetotal. What does it mean? I have no idea what it means. Oh yeah, that's something I was supposed to talk to you about actually, Mrs. Naruhodo. Yes, what is it? I've got an important message for you. I clearly forgot about it until now. An important message? I wonder what it could be. Tell me about it. Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant. Dear Susie, is she alright? She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe. Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that. One of the Wickstocks took her in a yacht carriage after we'd finished questioning her. She asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go and meet her there. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a booming messaging service. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Really. Why did Susie have to go to see the Lord Chief Justice? She didn't tell me. But I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. Alright then, let's go. Let's go, go, go. Of course, new location added. Oh, I hope I remember how to do his voice. Well, I totally forgot. It's been so long now. Yes. No matter how many times I've come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor out over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you. Now, how is his voice? So everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust. Yes, thank you very much. There they are, Susato and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they are talking about. They both look very serious. Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. Nani? Wait, what did you just say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san! Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. What was all that about? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague. What's this all about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Tomorrow? But what about Jeannie's trial? You mean she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Tell me, what do you mean by that? Miss Susato, what's all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as yes. That's not what I asked. Okay? What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no! Professor Mikotoba? If I may. Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown, and it seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible. Yes, absolutely. I understand. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. So Gina has been charged. she'll have to appear in court. Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the day of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. No, not even 24 hours later. Well, there's the chaos and there's no system, although it's called a judicial system. Gina, the Lestrade girl, that the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too conspicuous case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases. It's not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart. In deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now. Of course, Lord Strongheart. Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend. Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. Right. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me. There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart, which is... it's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her. A timely suggestion. Sorry? The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair. Yeah, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? Well, we talked to her actually. A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison. Yes, thank you. Actually, I already talked to her. Maybe talking to her a second time will help? I don't know. Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. What a day. Gina charged with murder. Susanna's son about to leave. And I think I'm left with Iris. Being my assistant? Come, Miss Naruhodo, Iris. We must make haste. But Susie... you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Thank you, Miss Susanto. That's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go. If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. Me too. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. Bullshit my way. Back to the prison. Oh, Cockney accent. Oh! Hello again, Gina. Alright. What are you lot here for now? To have the muzzle of their grenade launchers all shoved in our faces yet again. Obviously. I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition into that thing, don't I? Look, you can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Right. Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. What? I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Eh? Farewell? Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be all glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie. Well, that ain't my business. Both Iris and Miss Naruto believe you to be innocent, Gina. They put their faith in you. But somehow, can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right. I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you. What? It's my fault? Yes. Yes, Gina, it's your fault. All of it. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Eh? Only by doing that, will you truly be as alone as you claim to be? What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh? You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths. What about you? What about what you said before, Jeannie? You said something about unforgivable lies. You must tell Miss Naruto and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as the judicial assistant. No, I can't. Whatever these lies are, they are obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted. The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You're called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is all about? Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you won't believe. Will you tell us about it now? Tell us about it! Oops. I didn't mean to leave. Like you say, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got all of me and showed me in the witness stand. And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilder was declared innocent. Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff. I knew it. What sort of thing did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. It was pitch black in the little cubbyhole. I couldn't see a thing, and then... I heard that loud thud, like someone falling on the floor. And that's when Mr. McGilder discovered you. Yeah. It pulled me out from under the seat and set me next to the dead man. There wasn't much light to see by, but when I looked at my hands, I had the corpse blood over him. I was so scared I couldn't even speak. You had his blood on yours. In other words, it was Gina that the witness on the roof deck saw through the skylight. Then Mr. McGilder started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were and why you were hiding under the seat. Yeah, he did. Only that's not all. What do you mean? I mean, he threatened me. Threatened you how? He made me swear about what I seen and what I heard. And about what he was gonna do after Cole was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scupper before the coppers showed up. He killed you? Gina, you must tell me what he saw you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. Oh my god. You said Miss Gilder made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you? Yes, with Mr. McGilder sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud of the cove hitting the floor, I let out a little scream, you see. Couldn't help it. McGilder heard that and dragged me out by me arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geezer what had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. A disc? Do you mean... Yeah, that's it. The one what the D took off me at Windy Banks. So the music box disc was there, on the floor of the omnibus. Not for long. McGilder spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it in his inside pocket. So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago, and the scene of Mr. Mason's murder. And the bog trotter told me I want to mutter a word of it to no one. Cause it was so dark under that seat in the cab, I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin. Presumably that was McGilder getting on board. Nah, not only him. Oh. Cause I could definitely make out two footsteps of two people. In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilder and the victim, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilder claimed he slept during the carriage ride. But whenever I'm in a carriage... Oh, I have no idea how to do his voice. Top of the morning. I'm taken affairs with tiredness and I always come to it. And your own testimony, Gina, supported his. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Yeah, that wasn't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear him talking the whole time in low voices. What? What? What were they talking about? Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us nothing. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other. So McGilded was lying as I suspected. Alright. We'll do the final question next episode because we're out of time, unfortunately. So, okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll be seeing what all this is about right next. Alright, next time. Alright, so everyone, take care, stay hopeful, but be critical, alright? Bye.